Welcome back, YouTube. We're here on Saturday, 31st May 2008. And you know what? In this video, I'd like to try and get as far as I can to get to our partnership with Sci-Fi. We, for the first time, actually got a good deal with our company. So much so that our viewing figures was 53,249 viewers. Imagine that every single week. And we are trying to get our merchandising a lot better. We're a professional. We want to get to the next level. That way that we'll be making more. And you know, I do gotta say Tyler Black has probably grown quite a bit. You know what's bad? Is he's only 22. And he did something that Ric Flair only did when he was in his, I believe, 30s. Let me look that up real quick. Was Ric Flair? And Ric Flair was 36 during his third NWA World Title reign. Wow. So that's crazy. Okay, so I just want to say here, I'm gonna change up some names of some stuff because breaking point's a good idea. Zero signal, but like genocide, I'm changing that stuff up. Global warfare. All the way. Trying not to sound too much like all in and stuff. We Die Young, I guess, can be. I don't know. But yeah, I'll change it up. Okay, so for our first match on TNT, we have Amber O'Neil versus Melina Ruka. Now, Melina Ruka defeated Amber O'Neil by pinfall in 5 minutes and 33 seconds with a Ruka bottom. Not bad. We are pushing Melina really good because it's talking about how she may become a franchise player if we push her. Big Show cuts a promo and he says, "You got lucky at distant movement, William Regal. A slave to the grind. It will be nothing. I will squash you. I will end your career. I will make sure you can't hold your children, can't walk, can't even move." Then RVD and Sabu cuts a video package. Christian cuts a promo and he says that Booker T did give him the best match he could have does the movement, and says that Booker T did get the best of him and won. And so he says that there's no harsh feelings towards Booker T, which is kind of out of character because he's a heel, you know. Okay. And then Tyler Black comes out and he says, let's talk about greatness. Let's talk about what it means to be the best. Not just in this ring, not just in USPW, but in the entire industry. Because whether you like it or not, whether you want to admit it or not, you are looking at the single greatest wrestler walking this planet today. I've beaten the best. AJ Styles, James Storm, Abyss, Booker T, Bryan Danielson, the so-called greats who everyone thought were untouchable, and yet every single one of them found out exactly what happens when you step in the ring with Tyler Black. You lose, you fell, you get left behind while I keep making history. And speaking of history, let's talk about a name that people love to throw around, a name that's supposed to be untouchable. Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, the so-called measuring stick of greatness. Let me make this real clear. I have already surpassed Ric Flair. You see, when Ric Flair won his first NWA World Championship, he was 26 years old. When he won his second, he was 29. When he won his third, he was 30. But me, I won my first at 21. I won my second at 21. I won my third at 22. I'm standing here as a 3-time NWA World Champion before I've even hit my prime. I didn't need decades to cement my legacy. I've already rewritten history, and I'm not even close to being done. Flair may be the man in his era, but in this era, I am the standard. I'm the one that asks every wrestler in the locker room who squashes their dreams, who squashes their world title hopes. And at the end of the day, I'm the damn best. Gets an 88. Now, here's the thing. There was some things that was wrong. Like Ric Flair was 30 when he won his first one. No, 34 when he won his first one, I think. No, 30. And then he was 36 when he won his third one. Kevin Steen cuts a promo and says that Christian is scared of Booker T. And he doesn't know why. Booker T is just a wannabe legend that he can take him any day of the week. Kane has a video package. Tyler Black versus Chris Jericho. He wins with a curb stomp and makes defense number 16 of the NWA World title and number 23 the NWA National title. Eric Young versus Jon Moxley in a hardcore match. Eric Young defeated Jon Moxley with a diving elbow drop for a 44. And then Sting cuts a promo and he says, Tyler Black, I see you running your mouth real bad lately. As slave to the grind, I'm bringing my title back home with me. That NWA World title belongs to greats like Ric Flair, like Dusty Rhodes, like Sting, like Terry Funk, like Jeff Jarrett. Not people like you who could be wiped off with a single flick of a person's hand. William Regal cuts a promo and he says, Big Show, you can try your absolute worst as slave to the grind. But one thing will be sure, I will be the one walking out victorious again. The Dynasty versus the Shadow Alliance. The Dynasty defeated the Shadow Alliance for a 56. It wasn't bad. Now, Kurt Angle versus James Storm. Kurt Angle defeated James Storm with an ankle lock. For a 74, it's not bad. But out of nowhere, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and David Flair attacked James Storm and Kurt Angle. 77's not bad. 19,000 in the hole. 25 in Mid-South, 31 in Midwest. Not bad. We're growing. We're growing good. There's an interview with Cody Rhodes, and he says, Kurt Angle, I've heard you run your mouth lately. I've seen you carry that title on your shoulder. And you know what? I think I can beat you. I think I have it in me to beat you, Kurt. So tonight, I want to face you in the main event. RVD and Sabu has video package. Velvet Sky has a video package that gets a 46. Jeff Hardy also has a video package, gets a 40. Rebecca Knox versus Velvet Sky. Velvet Sky defeated Rebecca Knox with a blonde ambition. And then Eddie Kingston and James Storm cuts promos for a 59. Booker T cuts a promo as well. It gets a 43. And he says that nobody can take the U.S. title away at the moment because he feels that he is made for this title. He feels that this title belongs to him. Christian gets a promo in which he says that next week he wants to face Kurt Angle in a match. Chris Jericho cuts a promo wanting to face Tyler Black at Slave to the Grind. But Dustin Rhodes tells him that, sorry, you cannot because Sting has already challenged him. But Big Show does challenge him tonight. Tyler Black defeated Big Show with a curb stomp. And the reason why is because William Regal's music hits and he walked down to the ring, which kind of distracted Big Show. Chris Jericho versus Kane. Chris Jericho defeated Kane for a 71. Not bad. The Dynasty versus the Wild Riders. Randy Orton pinned Eddie Kingston with a punt kick for a 67. That's not bad. Now the main event gets a 75. And we see Kurt Angle defeat him with an angle slam, which is not bad. But afterwards, Randy Orton came out of nowhere and attacked him with an RKO. And then he backed up and he kicked Kurt Angle in the head with the punt kick. 71's not bad. If we keep on, we're going to be better. 12,000 only in the hole? Woo! We're doing a little bit better. Yeah, we are. 28's not bad. Okay, we start the show off and we get a straight 63 already. Velvet Sky defeated Arisia Nakajima to make defense number 28 of the USPW Women's World Title. RVD and Sabu has a video package, it's pretty good. William Regal cuts a promo, 63. Tyler Black defeated Mick Foley for a 62 with a curb stomp to make defense number 18 of the NWA World Heavyweight title and 25 of the NWA National title. Sting has a promo. Tyler Black in the promo says that Sting says in the promo, Tyler Black, when it comes to Slave to the Grind, I will take that title back home with me. Maybe I go get our old friend Ric Flair and I take and me and him feud a couple months. And then, just when you think that you're getting a little bit better, maybe we let you think you can take it again. Velvet Sky has a video package for 45. Eddie Kingston and James Storm cut promos. Tyler Black comes out and he says, "Yo, the crowd is loud," and he is coming to the ring with the World Heavyweight Championship in his arm. He says, "You all hear that reaction right there? That's the sound of fear. The sound of a crowd that knows exactly what's coming at Slave to the Grind. That's the sound of people who grow up idolizing Sting, desperately hoping, praying that he can do the impossible, that he can walk into that ring and somehow take this from me. Let me save you all the disappointment, because this isn't 1989. This isn't 1997. This isn't WCW, and this damn sure isn't TNA. This is my era. And the difference between me and Sting, I didn't need face paint to become a legend. For years, Sting has been called the icon, a man who built his career off being the hero, the man who fights for the people. But what happens when The hero meets a force he can't overcome. What happens when the legend realizes he's standing across from someone who isn't afraid, who isn't intimidated, who isn't just another name in his story, but the man who will end it? Sting, I respect everything you've done. You've been to war. You've beaten the best of best. But here's the problem. I am the best of the best. And unlike you, I don't live in the past. I don't cling to nostalgia. I don't need to hear my name whispered in hushed tones like some relic of a bygone era. I make history every time I step into this ring. So as slave to the grind, I don't just beat you, Sting. I retire you. I send you back to whatever dark corner you came from and prove once and for all that the old guard is dead and the icons and the legends are nothing more than obstacles in my way. You want one more shot at glory? You want to prove you still got it? Fine! Come and try. But when it's over, when you're staring up at them lights and I'm standing over you with this title in my hand, just know that you were never facing another opponent. You were facing inevitability. You call yourself the icon, that's fine, because a slave to the grind, I've become something even greater. The man who put Sting down. Booker T defeated Derek Dempsey to make defense number 4 of the USPW United States title. Booker T then cuts a promo about the US title. Then we see the Dynasty, Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes versus the Shadow Alliance. 57, not bad. Kurt Angle versus Christian gets a 64. The wrestling rating was a 79, but afterwards, Randy Orton, David Flair, and Cody Rhodes comes out and attacks Christian and Kurt Angle. 64 isn't bad. He'll live. 18,000's not bad. We're growing good. 31 in Tri-State, 22 in the Maritimes, 22 in Alberta, and 22 in British Columbia. Not bad at all. Velvet Sky defeated Ember O'Neill to make defense number 29 of the USPW Women's World title. Cody Rhodes cuts a promo. RVD and Sabu cut promos. Sting cuts a promo and he says, "You talk about ending me at slave to the grind, Tyler Black. I promise you, you won't end the Stinger. You won't end this legacy. Because a slave to the grind, it won't be me versus you or me versus some legend. What it will be is me and you in a match. You versus the Stinger. You versus the Icon. You will lose that title, and then maybe I break you slowly." Tyler Black cuts a promo in which he says, "Sting, we're just days away from slave to the grind, days away from the moment, and all of these people realize what I've known for a long time. Your time is over. For decades, you have been the so-called icon, the savior of the franchise, but let's get one thing straight. You are a relic! You are a walking corpse of an era that doesn't belong anymore. You fight for a past that's been left behind while I define the future." At Slave to the Grind, this isn't about the NWA World Championship. This isn't about some feel-good story where the legend rises one more time to take the throne. No, Sting, this is a funeral! Because when I step in that ring, I'm not going to just beat you, I'm going to end you forever! I want you to understand something, Sting. This isn't just another match. This isn't just another fight. This is the night the curtain finally closes on your career. The night you take the final fall, never to get back up. And when that dust settles, when your body fails you, when the pain is too much to even stand, I want you to remember who did this to you. I want you to remember the name Tyler Black. The man who didn't just take your title shot. He took your legacy and burned it to the ground. Because that's what I do. I don't just win. I don't just dominate. I erase. I erase the past. I erase the myths. And I erase the heroes that people like to pretend to be and sing when I stomp your head into this damn mat. When I stand over your broken body with this title still in my hands, I want you to realize something. You were never facing just another opponent. You were facing the end of your career. So bring everything you got. Bring the war paint, bring the bat, bring the mind games, but it won't matter because after Slave to the Ground, there will be no more comebacks, no more last runs, no more Sting returns, because when I'm finished, you will never step in a wrestling ring again. Randy Orton cuts a promo talking about facing Kurt Angle as Slave to the Grind. And then Velvet Sky has a video package. Kurt Angle cuts a promo accepting. Christian cuts a promo. Jon Moxley defeated Matt Silva in a hardcore match with the Moxa City for 33. Kane defeated Booker T with a Tombstone Piledriver for a 64. Sting versus Tyler Black. Sting defeated Tyler Black with a Scorpion Death Drop for a 55. And then the main event gets a 78. Kurt Angle makes defense number 1 of the USPW World Title. We're not doing so bad. 13,000 only. Okay. 25, 25, and 26. Okay. Okay, so we start to show off with Pretty Defiant making defense number 1 of the USPW Women's Tag Team titles. Gets a 40. Velvet Sky defeated Daphne with a Blonde Ambition. She makes defense number 30 of the USPW Women's World title. William Regal cuts a promo. Okay, Melina Ruka defeated Arisa Nakajima with the Ruka bottom. Then we have Booker T cut a promo in which he says, "It is great to be defending my title tonight." Sting versus Tyler Black gets a 69 when Sting defeated Tyler Black 3 falls to 2. Now, note, Tyler Black is hauled out of the ring afterwards. Then we see Sabu and RVD versus the Dynasty, Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase Jr. Cody Rhodes retrieved the item. 57 though. Jon Moxley defeated Eric Young in a hardcore match with a hook and ladder for a 42. Then Booker T defeated Mick Foley in a First Blood match when Mick Foley was busted open for a 49. He makes defense number 5 of the United States title. Then Kurt Angle defeated Randy Orton in a steel cage match for a 78. Shouldn't have put that dang creative finish in there. But afterwards, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and David Flair attack Kurt Angle. And then Randy Orton, while David Flair and Cody Rhodes hold Kurt Angle, Randy Orton grabs the title. And he looks Kurt Angle dead in the eyes and he says, "I'm coming back for my title, and you know what, Kurt? If you even try and stop me, I'm going to punt kick you so hard. I'm going to make you crippled." 73. You know what? I did like Tyler Black's performance tonight because he had an in-ring performance of 81. The Orton did good. You know what? We'll give Jon Moxley. injury review. He's only out for 4 days, so he'll be back. $20,000 in profit. Ooh, I love that. 49, 32, 26, 32, 23, 31, 22, 22. All right. Like to see that. Okay, that's it for tonight. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, your family. The most important of all, though, share with your dog.